Another state attacking trans people, Georgia. No surprise here, being that it's another southern state who that vehemently hates, trans people, black people, and other people that aren't straight white Christian people.
Affirming care for Georgia children is headed to the governor's desk. And in the last hour, the ACLU of Georgia is promising to sue the state if the governor does not veto this bill.
The Republican-led state Senate passed the legislation this afternoon over the fierce objection of Democrats and transgender activists. 11 Alive's Doug Richards reports from the Capitol.
Backers pushed this bill as a child safety issue. Critics said the bill puts transgendered children at grave risk.
It's always funny when right-wingers pretend to care about, like, the lives of children, and then you tell them, hey, kids are starving or going without food, or, they don't have good access to health care because their parents are poor, and they tell you that, they've never seen any kids that, go hungry or need any kind of health care or anything like that, because right-wingers don't care about kids. That's always been a lie.
For the last 2 days, transgender activists packed the hallways at the state capitol. At one point, when Governor Brian Kemp appeared at an event, dozens of them held vigil and displayed signs quietly signaling to the governor their opposition to Senate Bill 140, fully aware that lawmakers were likely to pass the bill restricting medical treatments for trans youth.
It just sounds like they have no idea what they're talking about, and that angers me and angers the trans community a lot.
But what we're doing here is we're preventing minors under 18 years old from having irreversible changes in their lives.
The bill.
But the irreversible change of having a kid by getting raped from somebody is, totally okay. You should have kids if you get raped, because that's not something bad for right-wingers. But, some gender-affirming care, that's a sin against God.
Also leaves doctors subject to sanctions if they provide such treatments.
But here we are, usurping parents' rights.
Democrats argued that the bill threatens the health of transgender youth and will cost some of them their lives.
This is not something that they do to rebel against their parents. This is their entire life. And that's why they take it. That's why they kill themselves when they don't get this care.
If we're gonna pick on somebody, let's pick on some people our own size. I have plenty of corporations we can go after. Why trans kids? Every time, why trans kids? Why?
Because it's an easy target, just like how right-wingers were targeting gay people, and now that they can't go after gay people anymore, or it's harder, and they want to go after trans people, because it's, right-wingers love to have an easy target to go after.
As activists watched on TV monitors in a hallway, Senate Republicans pushed the bill past the opposition of the chamber's Democrats and to the desk of the governor.
It's a very sad day. This is health care that we're talking about. Nothing more, nothing less, and it's being used in a political way that is dangerous and will ultimately harm people.
If you were to tell right-wingers, hey, if we were to have a universal healthcare system, all these kids that are, dying from preventable illnesses and injuries and stuff wouldn't die from them, they would tell you, no, we can't do that. That's socialism. If you were to tell them that, hey, if we were to have stricter gun laws, that would help prevent kids from dying in schools and stuff, they would tell you, no, that's our Second Amendment. You can't do that. It's just, all they do is pretend to care so that they can act like they have the moral high ground when it's nothing but a lie.
Governor Kemp's office says the governor will review the bill before deciding whether to sign it. If he does, opponents say there will be a court fight. At the Capitol, Doug Richards.